What's going on, everybody out there? Let me ask you a question. Would you make plans 20 years from now for the weather forecast for today? We got to get into it. Think about subscribing. I'm Larry from the No Regret Show. The reason why I make daily videos is because, or I try to make daily videos, is because the day-to-day could confuse a lot of people. A lot of people base their life with the day-to-day for the future, and that is the worst thing you can do. As you could see, I'm at work. I'll be here for about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and then I'm... But what I wanted to say was this. These are the things that I've learned in life. Things from the day-to-day will happen. If they do not affect you, don't let them affect you. Now, first I want to say thank you so much for the military and the retired military. My heart goes out to you. I know things are going on in the Middle East. If you got family over there or in the military, active military, retired military, make sure you always, take your hats off to them. It's because of them we're able to be safe here and go on about our jobs. But then that gets me to my point. If you do not work in that line of work, you should not be letting the news dictate what your life is going to be. Meaning, we know that there's problems going on in the Middle East. And this is why I don't watch the news, but I got to stay informed because I have a channel. So I want to, pretty much talk about it with you guys out there. People make their future life decisions day to day in the present, meaning what's going on today, they will keep changing what's going on in their lives. My investment strategy, I'm going to worry about, I'm going to worry about the future, but today, and you can't worry about that. The only thing you can do is worry about what's going on in your life. I'm not in the armed forces, so I cannot worry about what's going on in the Middle East. The only thing I can do is support the two family members. One is deployed in Kuwait and the other one is still stateside waiting to know if they're going to get deployed. That's the only thing I can do. But I'm not there. I can show support, but I can't worry about that all day. You got people up here that are constantly pumping what's going on in the news to you. Your investment strategy, your day-to-day. You got to worry about what's going on here, worry about what's going on there. I can't worry about that. And this is why I try to talk to you guys and make you understand that once I started realizing and worrying about what's going on in my life got so much better. Like right now, I'm having transmission problem issues with that Audi. This is why I say you want to pay for these cheap sports cars. Oh yeah, you're going to end up paying. You're going to end up paying. We trying to get a deal on a transmission and a Megatronics. That's a whole other story. But that's what we're worried about. I knew I was going to get into problems when you buy a high mileage sports car. But that's the beauty of it. I got the time and the money to worry about that shit. I'm not worried about my investment portfolios. Why would you worry about your investment portfolio day to day? Do you worry about your real estate day to day? Do you worry about if you're in a lease in your home or your apartment or you own a home? Are you worried about the value of your home day to day? Are you worried about, you're going to move because something in the news, because Elon Musk is laying off 10% of the workforce. Okay, it's time for me to move. No, you ain't doing that. So I'm not worried about that. You can't change what's going on over there. You got to let the politicians handle that. This is why I always say shout out to all my taxpayers, because without us, there is no homeland security. Without us, they don't have a job. Until we understand that we make the rules, the only thing we can do is worry about ourselves. Until we come together and realize skin color don't matter, religion don't matter. If you living in this country, we got to say if we pay taxes. Until we realize that, which we will never do. Maybe one day, maybe, but I doubt it, because we can't even come together on the same page for skin color. How many years we've been fighting over that, I always say this: if you need a heart transplant, and a heart comes into the room for you to help you live, do you really give a damn what color the person was that gave it to you? No, you don't. You just want to live more years with your family. But you can't worry about that. Once I stop worrying about what's going on over there, I mean, I ain't traveling over there, I'll tell you that. I will be going the opposite way, you know. I'll go as far as Greece. I won't go any further than that, maybe Prague. But other than that, like, you have to let the day-to-day handle itself out. What happens today should not change the forecast for the future. Meaning, your investment strategy, whether you want to buy real estate, you want to get a better job, you want to get a better career, you want to stay investing in long-term index funds, let the day-to-day penny pushers, you know, pay for that and play with that. They're not paying for stock plays. They're paying for draft picks. They're paying for their sports teams. That's the same shit. Every day you tune in for the new play, you're tuning in for the new spread of the sports bet you think what's going to happen. There's no difference in that. So just let that happen. You'll see everything always comes together. Remember I talked about interest rates? I said interest rates will not drop because banks make the most money off of interest rates. When interest rates are at zero, banks aren't really making money. Here's what happens. Banks will lend out a bunch of money when interest rates are zero, right? They will lend out variable interest rates. And then eventually interest rates go up, and those variable interest rates, people get hit. Whether it's cars or credit cards, those are the people that get hit the most. As you see, Tesla's laying off people because when interest rates are up and growth is not keeping up, you got to lay people off. You'll start to see other companies start to crush. You'll start to see other companies crumble, layoffs, fraud, and stuff will start to happen. It always does. It always does during market corrections and crashes. Just stay the course. You'll be all right. Don't worry about what's going on over there. Worry about you, your family, your loved ones, because that's what's important. Because when your family, your loved ones, your mind, your body goes, it's gone forever. Okay? So hope this video helps. No regrets. Get it.